Hey Aries, EverlongMystic here. So today we're going to get you a general message and we're just going to see what comes through for you. I'm going to start with a Moon Magic Oracle card here, or two, just see what comes out for you. Okay, so we have I am honest with myself and others. Then we have I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. All right, so being honest, and just because it comes with the being curious about your true nature, I feel like this is more, this section right here is more about being like, it's about yourself. It's not so much your dealings with others, although it affects your dealings with others. And so these two we're just gonna leave like this, and we'll read them in a second. I do want to get a little rune for you. Oh, cool. This just came out earlier. It's Crossroads. So, Crossroads. So, some kind of impending decision. It's weird. It's like it's saying there's a piece of you that needs to be understood before you can get to this crossroads, because I think it was Leo. Was it Leo that had this energy too, where Leo was also trying to get to this crossroads because they were kind of bored with what they were doing. But your situation is a little different here, Aries, because there's just something internal that you need to figure out before you can reach the crossroads. Okay. So let's get one of these cards and see what we're dealing with here for Aries. You That's funny. Aries. So whenever I use like Lenormand type cards, there's usually like a lady and a gentleman, or a man and a woman in the deck. So when I'm reading for a group, when the man or the woman comes out, that just means you. So Aries, this is you. So it's the key to you, which is exactly what we were just talking about. It's like you're trying to figure out something about yourself so you can get to this crossroads. I don't know if you're even aware 100% that this crossroads exists. I feel like you're more concerned with finding this thing out about yourself. So like it's kind of like an intuitive, like you might be getting intuitive nudges that there is some kind of upcoming like destination, or like a place you want to go, or direction you want to go in, but it's like you got to do this first. So let's get some tarot and see what's going on. All right, what else can we tell Aries about this? Hangman. Okay, so it's going to require a different perspective. That makes sense. What else? The Lovers. Yeah, I mean, that's that decision. And it's funny because the Lovers are holding this heart right here with a keyhole, and the key's flying out. Like, super important, this key. Like, no kidding, right? Because we already know this. So this is just kind of confirmation. I'm gonna pull one more card, but usually when I'm pulling cards and things just keep repeating over and over, that means, that's the message. We'll see about one more. Is there one more card for Aries? Two. Okay. Queen of Cups in the World. Man, this is so similar to Leo. It's like, I mean, the Queen of Cups, it's just it's like basically saying that you're going to be very happy with yourself and like emotionally content, right? You're going to be very emotionally content with where you are when you get to this crossroads. And the key here is it's like there's this key piece of information or this key piece of discovery about yourself, Aries, and really, I mean, you can find it if you're just being honest, right? It's like you can it's like putting everything aside, put other people aside for a second and just sit in your own energy and be very honest with yourself, and you'll figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like cuz it's you, right? And you're just going to be very it's like this is also a message about just being comfortable with yourself. Like being comfortable with yourself, like where you are at in the world. It's almost like if you spend too much time thinking about wanting to be someone else or wanting to be somewhere else, you're not going to find this. And this crossroads is what you're looking for, but it's in you, right? Okay, so let's look at these here. So I'm ready. It says I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Apparently you are. So thank you. Here's the image. And here it says I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. Well, yeah, that's the being honest part. Okay, let's see if there is another message in these. All right, so this is waves. Waves. So it's like, and I want to say it's related to water. Think of like watery waves, and like navigating through the ups and downs, the different emotions. You know what I mean? That is, I feel like that's something that is you're going to have to keep that in mind. But remember, the Queen of Cups here, she knows all about that. She knows all about navigating the waves, right? Especially like the ups and downs, emotional waves, and even the Hangman. It's like sometimes, you might have to put yourself in a stormy situation to get that perspective on yourself. Like let's say like you don't really like being alone. You know what I mean? You like constant contact with people. You know what I mean? Well, sometimes you need to isolate yourself just so you can get to figure something out. And I mean even the opposite would apply too, right? Like if you're always alone, sometimes you need to put yourself out there, right? Because you'll learn something from the interaction or lack of interaction. But regardless, in order to get to this bigger, better, and brighter, you're going to have to think about how you how you really navigate things. Like what really motivates you? Are your emotions motivating you, or is there more to it? You know what I mean? So let's get a couple of these and we'll see what else we need to know about these waves and getting to that bigger, better, brighter. Oh, cool. So you have the star here, and that's a very successful card. And I'm also just seeing like this, like a two of wands here, which is that like you already kind of know what direction you want to go in. Of course, it's to these crossroads, right? So and also stars, like when you're navigating water, right? I mean, stars are a constant, like they're a constant, they're there. You can navigate using the stars. So there are navigation tools available for you for free. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to buy tools to do to get where you're trying to go here. And so here, this is a warning though. It's weird. It's like a warning about the crossroads because you see how they're crossed. They're crossed like the crossroads, but it talks about it like attacks, like you know what I mean? An attack. So, what's this warning? Because we're really talking about internal stuff here. So, and if we go back to being honest with yourself, you're going to have to keep an eye on like how you attack yourself, Aries. Because again, it's not about others. It's not necessarily about others. I feel it's more about yourself. So what does Aries need to know about that? Wow, we have the sun. That's so funny because Leo got the sun too. Man, are you friends with a Leo? Because if so, y'all need to buddy up. Oh, and that's interesting because Leo had like another fire sign that was like their buddy or their partner, and they're the ones that kept them in check. Wow, I wonder if Leo could do the same for you. Like have some kind of equal exchange. Aries, it's worth checking out if you have a Leo buddy, just to like bounce some ideas off them or something. Alright, so we have the sun and we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, that's like you, that's like that's the future. That's your plans for the future. So so Aries, navigating these waters of you, your own waters, very important. Just be honest with yourself and try to detect ways that you attack yourself because that's going to kind of like shine a light. It's going to kind of shine a light on the key here because you see the key is in all this yellow, right? And even this key, like the background of the key, yellow, right? It's like shining a light on the key. And you can get there. You can get there. All right, Aries, this was interesting, and I hope it helped you in some way. And I thank you for embracing your inner mystic. And I'll see you later. Bye, Aries.